So welcome to Garden Match Cards. These are the instructions for Crazy 8's discard game. We're using a deck of 30 cards and they include the companion sets that you can see on this key card, plus some wild cards. Each player receives 8 cards. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. And the idea is for the players to discard all their cards. They can see their deck, but they don't show it to the other player. And you want to order the cards based on the colour and the companion sets. So player 2 has 2 purples, an orange, a red, 3 purples, a wild card, and 2 yellows and a red. So player 1 doesn't have orange. Oh, it does have orange, so it can discard orange, and it's player 2. Player 2 discards orange. Next, player 1. They don't have orange, but they have a wild card, so they can use the wild card to switch the colour to green. They play the green, and now it's player 2. They don't have green, but they do have a wild card, so they play the wild card to switch to purple, and they discard a purple companion plant. Next it's player 1, and they don't have purple, so they must draw a card. And they draw a blue. Next it's player 2, they can discard another purple. So at the moment, with 4 cards, player 2 is winning. Player 1, they don't have purple and they don't have a wild card, so they draw, and they draw broccoli, but they have to wait till next turn. Now player 2, they can discard. Player 1 can discard. Player 2 needs to draw because they don't have any purples. Player 1 must draw. Player 2 must draw. Player 1 can switch using a wild card to blue. So they discard a blue. Player 2 has no blue, so they take a card and wait till next turn. Player 1 can discard the blue. Player 2 can discard the blue. Player 1 needs to draw. Player 2 needs to draw. Player 1 can discard. Player 2 needs to draw. They draw a wild card. Player 1 needs to draw. They draw a wild card. Player 2 plays the wild card to switch to green. Player 1 has a green, so they can discard. Player 2 can discard. Player 1 can switch from green to yellow. Player 2 can discard. Player 1 can discard. Player 2 can discard. And player 1 draws a wild card. Player 2 cannot discard, so they draw. Player 1 can use a wild card to discard red. Player 1 has discarded all their cards and they win. And that's the end of the game. Thank you very much for looking in, and do order a pack.